A golden heart stopped beating, serving hands at rest. God broke our hearts to prove to us He only takes the best. Painful adieu to Sister Sonia Mascarenhas. I lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me feel safe and secure. Psalm 4:9. God, our Creator, designs each human being in His likeness and holds a definite plan for each of us. It was from His gracious plan that Sister Sonia received the gift of life. Sister Sonia was born on 21st July 1968 at Tuticorin to her devoted parents, Mr. Peter Mascarenhas and Mrs. Alphonse Gomez. Being the eldest daughter of the family, she took care of her three sisters and her brother affectionately. Having been brought up in Christian faith by her pious parents, she responded to the divine call. She made her first profession on 27th May 1989 and final profession on 27th May 1998. As an enthusiastic sister of the cross, her religious journey began in the community at Kodaikanal. Having completed her diploma in teacher education, she began her ministry of teaching at Batlagundu and continued at Kodaikanal, Tuticorin, Tangachimadam, Detaburam and Batlagundu. Besides teaching, she also had been local animator and correspondent. In all her service as teacher, animator and correspondent, she was very responsible, committed and cordial. Her simplicity, friendly and jovial nature attracted the young and the aged, and they enjoyed her company. Her deep trust in the divine providence led her to go through the trials, difficult moments and physical ailments patiently and cheerfully. She transformed all her experiences gracefully to radiate God's merciful love. She praised the Creator with her melodious singing and brought many closer to God. Due to COVID, her health condition worsened day by day. And on 23rd May, 8:25 a.m., she breathed her last, peacefully and surrendered herself to the Father from whom she received the gift of life. Dear Sister Sonia, with heavy heart and deep sorrow, we wish to tell you that we love and miss you dearly.
Dear Sonia, smile a mile away, it is the longest word in English. We learned this phrase in our novitiate from our formators. I could not understand how meaningful this sentence at that time, but now I know how deep it signifies. You smile at all times, in the midst of pain, sufferings, difficulties, fears, in dialogues and in tensions. Smile was your language. Dear Soni, be simple, truthful, transparent in life. This we learned together as companions. We were very simple people. We didn't have sophisticated knowledge when we came to the religious life. Anybody could approach us, and we learned from each other. We were generous because we were poor. We were open to any circumstances of life because the Lord made us strong in His vineyard. We loved to relate with. We enjoyed sharing our experiences. We cherished our coming together. We longed to meet each other. We had our dreams and plans to share with. We learned that struggles and sorrows are part of our life. We endure it with the grace of our beloved Master, and silently we go forward with courage because We don't want to be at a loss. We trust people because we trust in the Lord. 35 years as companions, we grew as mature persons of love and friendship. From your life, I learned that each finishing point of a powerful experience gives an opening of a new venture of life. An endless suffering of rheumatoid arthritis finally got a relief with a successful knee transplant surgery and just started to bloom again. But COVID 19 got you, that took away your physical presence from us. I cannot separate you from our group, for you are inseparable. I cannot miss you because you are with us. We know that you won't leave us. Dear Sony, never ever you are apart, but created a girth due to death. We hope in the Lord. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for the moments we cherished and lived together. Enjoy in heaven with your beloved Master. After all, we are called for that, either in heaven or on earth. You anticipated. Intercede for us, that we may continue His mission here with smile, simplicity, and love. Bye, dear, until we meet again.
My dear Sony, you are such a beautiful gift from the Lord, which I always cherish in my life. From the very beginning of our religious life, I was delighted to see you active, living out the values of the gospel. You are a loving person, able to understand the feelings of the others, especially feeling one with the poor and suffering, and you did always something helpful for them. You are a loving companion and a very good friend for me, with whom I could be of myself and share my joys and sorrows very confidentially. In spite of your ill health, your commitment to the mission of the Lord was inspiring. Your virtues of hospitality, forbearance, responsibility, sense of belonging, and fidelity to the Lord and to the congregation were indeed great. You were a bridge to connect all the companions together, whether they were near or far. Whenever I came to your room, I found you praying the rosary, offering all your pain for the intentions and welfare of others. You were a great inspiration for me who lived the Paschal joy. You used to tell me, and to tell in your own words, you said, though I am not able to be actively involved in the community, by offering my pain and suffering to the Lord in prayer, I joyfully contribute to the community, province, and congregation. Dear Sony, in spite of your acute pain, whenever we came to you, you made us happy with your fun and laughter. Still, your hearty laughter keeps resounding in my ears. Firmness coupled with gentleness colored your entire life, ministries, and sisterly life in the community. You have been a very faithful and loyal steward in the vineyard of the Lord. Your unfailing prayer life and communion with the Lord have given you spiritual strength to withstand all situations. Now, your permanent absence from us is very, very painful, unthinkable, and agonizing. Dear Sony, along with you, we too hear the voice of our Lord saying to you, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in little things. Enter into the joy of your Master. Yes, you left us in deep sorrow and pain and went for your eternal reward, to be with Him and to intercede for all of us. May you enjoy the eternal bliss. We miss you. We miss you very much, dear Sony.
Thank you very much, dear Sony, for your life shared with us. as a good sister, companion, and friend. You keep inspiring us by your deep faith and trust in the Lord, by your unassuming personality, your endurance and perseverance with hope. Dear Sony, you are a person of friendship and connections, simple and loving, joyful and fun-loving in spite of your pains and health problems. We have enjoyed your sweet singing and laughter. You are like a bridge keeping us, your companions and friends, connected. We have admired your mature way of dealing with people, with life situations, and your sense of responsibility. Dear Sony, you were in touch with my family as I am away. Thank you very much for having been so sensitive. There was always a personal touch in your sharings. You had time to talk to me, support me, and encourage me. Dear Sony, you are in the hands of the author of your life. May you enjoy the eternal bliss. We miss you, dear Sony. Your parting pains us. I am sure you will continue to support us from above, especially your brother, sisters, and their families. Bye, Sony, till we meet in heaven.
Dear Sony, you are always surrounded with bundle of relationship. You are a person oriented. You had many friends irrespective of gender, and I was fortunate to be one of your friend circle. I experienced the power of prayer from you in so many occasions. You were a real counselor in guiding me in all my ups and downs. You sincerely cherished our friendship, and you had always faithful. You generously appreciated me to grow as a person of magnanimous and dared to do things differently. Whenever we met, we inquired about my family members one by their name. You had a special love towards my priest brother by saying Thambi Lawrence and my nephew priest son Arun. Recently, when I was admitted in Apollo Hospital, Madurai, in the month of February 2021, you came to see me and greeted me with speedy recovery. I asked you, why Sony, you took lot of trouble to come up to see me. And you said, Selvi, I don't know when I will see you again. But I wanted to assure you that my prayer is always for you. Yes, Sony, I believe that you took every chance to make the best and made people like me to be happy and trust in divine providence. You were a model to many of us to live the Paschal mystery joyfully. After your death, I cried for some time, and some inspiration came to me to see your recent WhatsApp message. That time, I looked into your DP in the WhatsApp. The picture was very self-explanatory that you were in the hands of Jesus and He holds you gently. Then I could accept your death and pray for your eternal bliss. Sony, even though I am not able to contact you physically, but our relationship remains with evergreen. Goodbye, dear Sony.
I raise my heart in thanks to Almighty God for the golden opportunity to live with Sister Sonia from 2019. In the beginning, I looked upon her as a correspondent and I approached her only regarding our school matters. After some time, I gained confidence in her to share even my personal matters. Sometimes she was like my mother, cared for me. Other times she was like my own sister, supported and encouraged me when I felt loneliness. At times she was like a guide, directed me when I faced difficult moments. Many times she was a good companion to me to share openly my feelings and emotions. I was deeply moved and inspired by her close heart-to-heart attachment with the Lord, especially her devotion and pure love towards Mother Mary. It helped me to deepen my prayer life. I admired her unshakable faith and love of God, which helped her to endure silently the physical pain and struggles for past 25 years. Being with her in the moments of her knee replacement surgery, she was speechless before God, and she raised her ever grateful heart to God, not through words but through her joyful tears, when she experienced God's miraculous healing. She was so grateful to each and every person who strengthened her through their encouraging words. Sister Sonia was a person of prayer, simple and humble in her words, inspiring teacher to her students, responsible to her entrusted ministry. Her heart went always towards the poor. Especially, she showed true love, concern and care towards teaching and non-teaching staff and their family members. We too shared together our experiences, relaxed and had fun together. I wish and pray that you may experience the true joy and peace of the Eternal Father and enjoy the company of angels.
I just wanna be where you are, dwelling daily in your presence. I don't wanna worship from afar. Draw me near to where you are. I just wanna be where you are, in your dwelling place, in your dwelling place forever. Take me to the place where you are, 'cause I just want to be with you. I wanna be where you are, dwelling in your presence, feasting at your table, and surrounded by your glory. In your presence, that's where I always want to be. I just want to be. I just want to be with you. I just want to be where you are, dwelling daily in your presence, dwelling daily in your presence. I don't want to worship from afar. Draw me near to where you are. Oh my God, you are my strength and my song. And when I'm in your presence, though I'm weak, you're always strong. I just wanna be where you are, in your dwelling place forever, in your dwelling place forever. Take me to the place, where you are. 'Cause I just want to be with you.